Already did it?
Mm-hmm. You want me to stop
okay,
it?
So no, you can keep going. So, you will be the first person, but we just gonna wait till the build up. Everybody get on there.
Okay, y'all build up.
Y'all tag
Set
everybody.
up push-ups.
So I get the cute one sitting next to me today. Hopefully your boyfriend didn't get upset.
Oh, that's
Hey,
Nicole.
Nicole, we about to get this cracking.
Nicole Pacini?
Yes, Pacini on here.
Pacini is fine and crazy.
She's fine and crazy.
She's fine and crazy.
Fine and crazy.
Pacini is fine and
Got your
crazy.
volume. Okay. We just waiting a couple of minutes. Where you got all your stuff together? I think we gotta move. Okay, we good. I think we kind of good. She said, hey, y'all. Okay, welcome to the Four Opinions. A very special welcome to our guests. We got Walter Q. Bear Banks and Mr. Thomas Berry is in the building. Now, we would not be the opinions if we did not throw a little fun into our podcast. So welcome, and make sure you like and share this video because we will need your participation today. So tune in now, like it and share it if y'all can. We're going to give y'all a couple of minutes to, come up with some stuff. So we all, as individuals, came up with questions, and we have put them in our containers. Are you listening now, right? Gotta give them instructions. We came up with our own questions, and we put them in the containers in front of us. These questions that we got can go for anybody at the table, depending on who name we pick. And so anybody you pick, if you pick a name, whatever, we all can ask. But there's one twist to it. The audience will also have an opportunity to ask who they want on the panel a question. So in the bucket it says bonus audience, so they get to ask anything they want. And that's that one. And we have to answer it. So we would try to get the first one that comes up. So you can either go in the comments or, we'll try to get, as we're going through, I just try to jot down some notes that, some questions that people ask, but we would try to get the first person that asks the question. So nothing is off limits. Nothing is off limits. But we do ask that everybody questions is respectful. Everybody in agreement says aye. Aye. So y'all ready? We gonna start out with the triple OGGG, being that you guys are our guests. So you need to go in that bucket and pick.
So he'll pick a name and then he'll pick his question. And then he doesn't have to answer, but the rest of us
have to answer.
So whoever's name has to answer it first.
Oh, that's some bull crap. Who name did you pick?
Tiffany.
Ooh.
Now put your name back in here, all right?
Yep, put it back in there.
Okay.
Something tells me that name will be called a lot.
No.
It's always good.
Pick from the top.
Look, and I got my fan because I'm like, ugh.
You sure I wrote this?
Let me see.
If I say I love you,
Ooh.
how will you feel?
If you said you love me, I would be happy that you love me, Walter Q. Bear Banks. I think you already do love me.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. You are my BFF.
Okay.
All right.
If you said you love me, I'd be a little bit surprised, but it would be I would take it as a compliment.
Okay.
I would actually, I wouldn't be surprised. I would hope that everybody would love you. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
I would appreciate it, man. I think, that black men have to show love to each other a lot more. And I just say I love you back, man. That's
No doubt. No doubt.
Oh.
That's why y'all crying. Stop that.
Tissue.
DZ's not with DZ.
So everybody said, we love you, Walter Q. Bear Banks.
Me too.
Okay.
So you can just put your question
I'm
on.
getting
Go ahead, Thomas.
Oh, so I get
Like, we gotta shake this up. Y'all ain't gonna be
okay.
doing
I was gonna
it.
say, leave to me.
I know who he gonna pick first. Let's see who he pick first.
All right, let's see who I get. Tiffany.
No. Y'all gotta make them smaller. No, let's make them smaller so good.
Already.
Yeah, no.
Already. Yeah.
No. Make them smaller so y'all can like.
She gonna crumble it all the way out.
You still got your name. Y'all go ahead and I'll fold these up.
All right, cool. Yeah, I do got your name.
You in the wrong bucket.
This is my bucket.
That's his
Oh,
bucket.
you made your bucket? I thought it was your drinking
Yeah,
bucket.
that was supposed to be your drinking thing.
I don't drink.
We
We're
don't
drinking
either.
for.
We don't drink either.
Yeah.
Last public place you had sex in.
Oh! Oh!
Ah, there you go.
Dang.
Public place.
Well, I think the only public place that I've had sex is like in a car.
In the car?
Mm.
You don't want to say that church parking lot? It's okay.
No, not in church. No. I think that's the only public place. Now, I do want to have it in some other public places, but the car probably would be the only place.
All right.
Why don't we go that way?
You're going that way.
Where was the last place public that I had sex?
Yeah.
On the beach.
I don't remember. It's been so long. Maybe the car too. I think the car. It's been a long time. How old am I?
Yeah.
21.
Your turn.
Okay, yeah, mine was in a car. In a car in a parking lot, back behind a factory.
You're
I'm not
giving
gonna
too
say.
much.
Let her talk. Let her talk.
I keep telling y'all, one is an honest sister. There you go.
You should have asked where would we like to have sex at the public park. Go ahead.
He doesn't
You-
have to answer this.
Oh, you
You
don't
want
have
to
to
ask your own
answer.
questions? Okay, for me, it was in a park.
Oh.
And it was outdoors, and I had a blanket because I have a sleeping bag. You lay out your sleeping bag, and you just enjoy life and the air and everything else that's out there. And it went from that to like having an outdoor picnic and a little mini barbecue to do what you do because everybody grown.
I need to step my game up.
Yeah.
Put that blanket in the back seat with the sleeping bag.
Oh yes, sir.
Oh, I'm gonna get to it.
That's why it's good to learn camping. You can get comfortable.
My
being
man,
outside.
my man, my man, my
Get
man.
comfortable with being outside.
Okay, let's see who we got.
People that did it outside and
I got Q Bear.
ooh, oh.
Okay.
Fold it back up and toss her in.
All right.
Tiny. Shake it up. Yeah.
Let's see. What is the biggest change you want to make in your life? If it is.
Differently.
And
Yeah, because we've always, everybody wants to make some change. So I don't know exactly what in particular, but because I'm cool with me and the way I be.
Mhm.
So with changes, I really wouldn't know what to change. That's real. I
Okay.
really wouldn't know what to change because when you love yourself and you love yourself enough,
Mhm.
and then you give to others, then what else is left?
That's right.
Who's next?
Thomas.
Oh,
Now he's going this way.
Oh, let's see. If I would change, dang, that's gonna make you think. If I could change anything, I think it would be being more focused on things. So you asked that. Being more focused on things, like on one thing, and being content with that one thing. Like I'm really never content. I'm never satisfied. So I think that I probably need to work on being satisfied.
I would, if I had to change one thing, what would I do differently?
Yeah.
I'll probably be more of a giver instead of a taker.
Ooh.
Okay.
You always giving me a hard time. I would say for me, man, it would be gratitude. Just working on being gracious or grateful for the things that I have had or the things that I've experienced. Because I find out, just found out recently, just my level of gratitude, it doesn't always come across. Even though I might feel a particular way, I might not express it the best way to people, and it can rub people the wrong way because they don't understand that I'm like, I'm always trying to be cool-minded, and that rubs people the wrong way because they think I'm being nonchalant. So just working on showing more of an emotional side when people do things from the heart,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And let me add to his, if I can. It's the strength lineup of kindness for weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know you know me, both our hearts is kind. And people think that as a weakness, so they do things towards us
Yeah.
or to us that we'll still accept, but we'll handle the business in the long run.
That's it.
Okay, I'm jumping back out.
Thomas. That's just Thomas.
They won't be.
Edie.
Ooh.
I knew it was gonna be. I don't know how I knew. Ooh, and her questions are something else.
Do you see the question? I don't see him.
What are you doing?
Just bobbing it up.
Okay, let's see here. After knowing someone you were interested in, how soon after that did you have sex?
Annoying?
After knowing
Oh,
someone.
knowing. Ooh.
You want to call it dating? Whatever.
Hey, if you got sex, it gotta be dating? All right, good.
Woo, sweet. 2 weeks? Week and a half? Week? I should have changed that and said after how many times did you see the person before you had sex?
Hey.
Yeah,
One
answer that
night,
question.
one nighters.
You said 5 different answers.
Right. You know what? For me, man, I'll say it all depends on the person.
No, that's
No.
not. That's
I'm with you
simple.
on that one.
No, it all depends on the person. Cause some people, man, that you meet, they just got a good vibe, and you sex might not even be on your mind. It might just be like getting to know that person. Then there's some people that you meet, you don't want to have sex with at all after you had like a 5
But what was the question? After knowing someone, how soon did you have sex that you were interested in? Was it the first night, one night stand? Was
Man,
it
that's-
after seeing them 2 times you had sex?
Man, that varies. You know what I'm
No, it
saying?
doesn't for you. What was it? It's not her.
If we talking about one per, I've had one night stands.
Okay, there it is. One nighter.
But
Key Bear. You making it all like harder than it needs to be.
I was trying to bring some validity to our question.
Because I'm the same with my brother on my left. Because
Oh, look at
no, but I'm telling you.
It says somebody that you're
Because-
It's for
interested.
you.
No, but for me, I've had a one night stand.
Okay then, one nighter.
But I'm comfortable with that. Oh, ain't no
Yeah,
question.
nobody's saying nothing wrong with
But
it.
no. But when he was trying to explain himself,
I didn't ask for all that. My question
Right.
is simple.
right? So the answer to the question is the earliest or the quickest or after meeting somebody would be a one night stand. But that has happened, yes. But then, like he was trying to explain, it all depends on who the other individual is that determines on how long you may or may not, because you may want to sleep with somebody the first day you meet them, and then they may give you the runaround. It's called chasing the space.
I just wanted to see who was nasty.
Oh. Well, okay, then let me tell it to y'all. I had sex with her before I met her. She knew it was coming. Now that's how nasty I am.
One nighters not nasty, just
Well, here go me. Back in the old days, I would be like, when I wanted to, that would be my answer. But right now, it's like somebody that I'm interested in, I'm gonna wait, like make them wait now, like because it's so easy today
When
to
Nicole said
to get it.
it always depends.
Right.
Yep.
but that wasn't the question. I was just asking y'all.
So I'm
how
telling you,
soon?
back in the
That's all
days is
wanted
when
to
I
know.
wanted-
No, reread your question.
But remember, I changed it because that one was
Right,
too
and
old.
that's where the problem came
After
in.
knowing someone, you were interested in how soon before you had sex.
See, there's from someone that you're interested
Right.
in.
If I'm interested,
That's
he wait
different.
now.
That's different compared to
I'll make him.
how soon, because that was really the
Salivate.
question you was asking.
I'm gonna make him salivate
I try
now.
to make them as easy as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what I
Hey,
got.
you knew you was tripping.
Y'all got these
6
freaky
months,
questions.
and then you turn them to a boy 12 for 4 years. Man.
That's
You know
all
what she
that
doing?
Nunu.
Say that again.
Wait, my girl Nunu. She said she lived on the wild side, met on the internet, talked for 6 months. First time we seen each other that night, we had sex. He was my boy toy for 4 years. We are still friends, but we are just friends.
Hey Nicole, one night stands are acceptable when you find.
They not nasty.
When you find.
Okay, look who name I got. I got E.T. Thomas, we
You know
haven't
what?
got
I'm
you
gonna
at
shake
all.
that up better.
Okay, let's see what this is. Hey, in your opinion, what is a characteristic flaw that you cannot deal with?
My fat stomach.
No, a characteristic. Like if you meet
Um,
somebody,
Oh, ooh.
what characteristic that they have that you cannot deal with?
Being nosy.
Oh,
I cannot stand nosy people.
oh shit.
I just,
You
I
like
don't like
somebody-
it. Like, I'm just telling you, I don't
Oh,
like a
this
nosy
is
person. I mind your business because I'm minding mine. Nosy. I don't like it.
I need to ride home in the car and hear y'all conversation, but she knows.
Really?
Hey, you just said it.
What characteristic flaw you don't like?
You know what?
Don't make it hard.
I just think it's all about people not being themselves.
Authentic.
I don't like non-authentic people. I feel like it's hard to deal with people who are one way when they're with you or with you by themselves, and then they're a totally different person when they're around different people. It's hard to really respect those people or be around those people because you never know. They're so fair weather. It's just I'm always me no matter where I'm at.
Right.
Mine is somebody that lies from sun up to sundown.
Yeah, those are hard.
Because that's a person that you just flat out can't trust, regardless of what you do.
Hi, Thomas. Why are you staring at me?
But that would be my answer.
Caucasian.
All right. So what is your-
What was I thinking? Oh, a chatty Cathy. I can't stand a fucking chatty Cathy.
Oh. you
Don't
can't.
talk me to death. You gotta have a fair balance. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to
Yeah.
talk and pause and let somebody else say something. When you talking, I'm like,
Yes. That is one of your flaws. You was like, why? All right. Hold on.
Hey, hold on. Wait, time out.
Wait.
For the black people out there, she meant chatty patty. That's what we said.
What did she do to Chatty
Really?
Patty?
She said chatty Cathy.
Oh! Chatty Callies or any of that. There you go, keep it your turn.
you know what? You ask. Nigga, you gonna get it.
Nah, man, you are fun.
Amika.
Oh.
To be or not to be?
There you go.
Easy question.
What would it be, sir?
Oh, we got some nice ones in there. I don't know. You want the pen?
Yes, still warm.
Oh, look, Caddy. Oh, Lord.
Okay. What are your expectations in life?
For myself or in general?
Either or, whichever way you want to spread it with us.
Ooh.
See, like I said, sometimes you can have sex with me and not even meet me yet.
Ooh.
It's in the membranes, psychological, just subliminal.
Y'all are X-rated tonight.
Make myself look a certain kind of way. My expectations
See, that's why I gotta be quiet.
are different. Thank you. I need that. I expect a lot. I expect dinner at a certain time. I expect things to flow a certain way in my life with friends and family. I just expect that.
Okay.
Is that a nice little short
Okay.
answer?
That's acceptable.
Okay.
Okay.
What are your expectations, Edie?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were we talking about for ourselves or for someone else?
His question was, what are your expectations in life or somebody else?
What are your expectations in life?
So, mine's okay. I guess my expectations. I guess I would have. Can't really say that one. My expectations. I've kind of met my expectations though.
Okay.
That's kind of. I don't know. It's kind of a catch-10. I met my financial goal. Being a great mom was my first expectation, and according to my boys, I am that. So, and then of course my financial aspect. I'm where I'm at. It's kind of hard because I think I'm there.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else that I'm really expecting out of myself, I guess.
Okay.
Enjoy life.
Yep.
You know, my expectation is just to enjoy it as it comes, maximize it.
Oh, you did the question. That's the same thing with me. My expectation is just to live life, you know, keep it rolling, be happy, take the punches, and, you know, just keep it moving. My expectation is to match my energy. And I know people, when I say match my energy, it's just like, just be authentic. That was another one. And I expect you to be you. And be okay with being you, and let me love you for who you are. Don't present to me something different that you aren't. Because I'm gonna love you anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's kind of like my expectations of, and I expect my kids, they are going to be great, and my grandkids. So that's pretty much it.
Okay. I get the pig out the bucket.
Wait a minute. That's who we get.
Tiffany.
Amika.
Ah,
Is it me for real? Excuse me. I know it's Amika.
You gotta show the person. Okay.
Wait, where is Cupid at? Shoot, we ain't nobody. Wait, what? Ain't nobody got to ask him nothing. Look. Why do you need the fan?
Can I ask my question to Amiga?
Ooh.
No disrespect, lover.
Oh Lord, this is the one that was bald all the way up. It was like this.
I think you fold him a certain kind of way.
A rumor that was spread about you.
Oh, wow. Just a rumor?
Just a rumor.
Oh, no. Oh, that's easy. Let's see. Let me pick one.
A good one. Don't pick no BS rumor. We got your sister here to tell the other ones.
You say tell a rumor that was spreading about her?
Yeah, a rumor. Yeah, that was lots of them. Let's see.
The good one, though.
A lot of times when you hang out with a person at work of the opposite sex, you have to be sleeping with them.
Yeah.
She BS. She knew we wanted real dirty.
I ain't gonna say my rumors. Shit.
My rumor was somebody had spread it around, whatever, that I was a real bitch.
They was talking about that. Never. Good.
A rumor. Nice or other way. It's supposed to be for some people think that I don't know, being a nice guy, because that's the truthful side of me, but then at the same time it's like the other side that they don't know, because it's and I'm not saying that I'm a bad guy, but it's like, catch me on the other side of the street or catch me in that alley and you'll get caught. So there's that side, and there's a point where everybody in their life will take themselves to a certain point of what you'll accept and what you won't. So read between that.
Here's me.
Some people would say I'm a thug or a gangster if I tell you I'll meet you in
are
the
a
street
thug
or
and a
alley.
gangster.
Huh?
You are a thug and a gangster.
See, that's exactly what I'm saying.
So here's
Because I'm a nice guy. I got this image of a nice guy, and I am. But at the same time, if you want to go and meet in the alley, I'm game for it. I'm that same person that will, if we can't come to a common understanding and it does become physical, I'll still be that same one to take you to the hospital afterwards.
I'd be so mad.
That's just real.
No doubt.
There's certain things of expectations.
No doubt.
So all of the rumors that I know about myself, I usually like to address them. So the ones that's out there that I don't know about, I love rumors about me, so then I can present them to the person that said it to kind of clear the air. Because, and I mean, I know you cannot handle that all the time, but you know, usually a rumor is coming from a bad place. So I would rather, I've heard all kind of rumors, but usually when they come out,
What's the best one?
The best one,
The one that made you laugh.
that made me laugh. I have not had like, man, see, that's getting me in trouble on this thing. But the last rumor,
Put it on the table.
I'm trying to think how to say it.
Other than saying it.
You know what? I'm gonna pass on that one. But the last rumor that I did hear, it actually wasn't a rumor, but it was like somebody just talking too damn much. So I just, You know, so I really like. I can't really say like I've never really like heard rumors about me. Like if I hear something about me that's from like a third party, I usually try to get the person and be like, "Did you say this?" Because that I think just like that's how you seize rumors. So I've never dealt with like a rumor type of. I probably get some now after this, but I never dealt with like rumors.
Okay.
Like people usually say it could probably be some truth in it, but they'll say it, but then I usually address it quickly, so it won't become a rumor.
Yeah, I never care what people say.
I don't either.
It makes me mad. I care what people lie on me.
I mean,
I don't care about what people say about me because people say a lot. I say a lot. I hate when people lie on me like that. You would get killed lying on me.
People do
because
that.
I'm so authentic. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that.
I feel you.
So.
Your time. Oh, what's up, Tamiko?
Oh.
My narcissistic sister.
So it says bonus audience. This is audience.
Oh, so
audience.
good! Yay! So Edie has picked the one that has an audience bonus question. So right now, if any of you are on, you can ask anyone on the panel a question, and we have to answer it. So we got Nunu, we got Jasmine Rower that's on here. Tamiko, she said, "Hey family." Shannon, Prince, Khalid, Amos, and Robert Foster, Nicole Pacini. So out of you guys that's on here, you get to ask anybody on the panel question. So we can just go to the next one. Then I think if they come in on Jasmine Rower said, "Hey mom."
Just hi.
So I guess we can go to the next person, but if the question do come in, we could just like automatically stop it and then have that person answer it. So
it's on Mika.
Uh-oh.
What?
I said it's on Mika.
Oh. Sorry. Oh,
so we got another audience. Okay.
So how many of these did you put in there?
Just one.
Wow.
So you can pick over.
Okay,
wait. We got one. Nunu says.
Have anyone?
Oh, we're gonna let Thomas read it. So for the first bonus audience question, we all have to answer this, and this is from. We're gonna let Thomas read it.
Thomas next.
Ooh.
Thomas, just so you know. Yeah.
Hilarious. It's supposed to go to Tiffany.
No. Right. She already picked. Yep, you're right. That comes to me.
Have any one of you been to a swingers party?
No, I've always been curious, but never.
Been to one.
No.
I've never been to one, but I would go to one at this age. I want to go. But you gotta have a mate to go to a swing.
I love her.
You gotta have a mate to go to swingers party. Let me work on the mate portion first, and then we can go to the swingers party.
You go to Eaton's in Jamaica, you don't get a party.
You go where in Jamaica?
Eaton.
I don't know. I don't want nobody in Jamaica, girl. No, can you just imagine?
The answer to the question.
Will Freaknik be considered a swingers party?
No.
What's a Freaknik?
Freaknik is a whole different animal.
Right.
I mean, totally.
So, okay.
So now, was the question again that's posed?
Have any one of you been to a swingers party?
Answer to the question, who's that?
Nunu.
Yes.
Ooh.
Cute Bear.
Nunu says she's the thorn.
And I used to DJ.
He DJing at a swingers party. Oh.
Yeah, it's quite different.
I need my DJ
But
license.
I mean, the thing is as a DJ, and you get hired for pay, and you find out what kind of music they want, what their environment is. It could be black, it could be white, it could be other, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But as a DJ, your job is to stay behind the booth and DJ. Now, when they try to come to the other side, you be like, "No, I'm not into that. If you ain't into that."
You watching all that going on at the swingers party? You
Hey.
DJing. The thing like.
So Nunu, is that what it is?
Nunu, yeah.
Nunu, the answer to the question is yes, I have, and it is quite interesting. But I've seen some stuff that some of these videos cannot even get nowhere near.
I'm gonna go to the swingers party.
It's
Tiffany getting naked now because we talking
I
about
know, I got hot. Hold on. Ooh, okay, go
I'm
ahead.
telling you, I didn't have to leave some places that wasn't even swinger parties.
Wow. Yeah, see, I ain't never.
He lied.
No, I'm being serious. I ain't never been to a swingers party. Never. I haven't ran across those kind of parties. People have a perception.
But they are very popping in Minnesota. Let me just let y'all know that.
Well, people,
they are,
but people have a perception of me, so they wouldn't invite me. They feel like I would be judgmental, so they wouldn't invite me to stuff.
So you would go to a swingers party?
Hey, listen, man, I'm from the ghetto. I go to anything. That's what that is.
So you'll try anything.
Sometimes
I didn't say I would try. You said he went to the party, right?
He was the DJ.
He was the DJ. I ain't saying that I'm adverse to going. I definitely wouldn't go. I definitely wouldn't go and join. I mean, I'm kind of different in that kind of way. But yeah, I'll definitely go.
I don't know what I'd do if I was in one.
But hold on a second. If it was a swinger party and it was a bunch of lesbians and I was the only guy, I guess I would go.
Yep.
No stuff.
So Edie, the woman.
Lesbians for a reason. Lesbians for a reason.
Edie, the woman.
Because I know what he's talking about.
You ain't gonna change them.
Have you ever been to a swingers party?
I almost said that.
Yes.
Yes.
Bring you back.
Edie, what?
You said yes.
She said yes. That's all she has to do is explain the yay and nay.
Hey, was your sister with you?
We gotta wait till we get in the car. So, actually, guys, like and share the video, and we got one more bonus question. So whoever jumps on next, we have to answer your question. Let's see.
I like Edie, man. Edie's she down there.
That's another audience bonus.
She's
I won't
cool.
just take that because we already got one.
Cool people,
No, that's me.
You can't ask your own self a question.
Amika!
Oh,
Amika,
yeah.
do you love me? Are you riding? All right.
Yes.
What a good one's that?
Oh,
Right
this
there.
is hilarious,
Let's see.
man.
This says, what 5 things will your perfect spouse have to have? And I said, if it was Amika, what are the 5 perfect things that the lover has? I did put that on there. I was like, if I picked you, what's the 5 perfect things that the lover has?
Lover.
Let's see. The lover is very giving.
She said, Zach,
He is very loving. Like, he puts us, including myself and the children, before him. That's very important to me. He's very hardworking, and he's selfless. Like, for Father's Day, he's like, no, just having you is enough. I'm like, oh, but I want to do something for you.
That is sweet.
It is, right? He really didn't want anything. But he was really nice to me.
He didn't want nothing?
Well, he wanted something, but
Oh, okay. Well,
He didn't want nothing.
let's be clear.
that's normal.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes, that's...
Okay, what 5 things, Edie, would your perfect spouse have to have?
Well, I see that my
She
father
said that
is
sound like a
watching.
side
I know.
Hey, Dad.
No, that's the lover. You know what the lover is.
That is.
So I see that my dad is watching, so I'm going to say, hey, Dad. I'm going to say a man that's somewhat similar to my dad.
Father, yeah.
That's right. Uh-huh.
You mean
Very
your
well.
father?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Hey, what up, Pops?
So, as far as like what Miko was saying, very loving, a good financial provider, a person who's going to love us. Well, a person, like what she was saying, a person who's going to put us before them. I think that's very, very important. And a person who's a friend, you know what I mean? Like you can have very good communication with a person and being trustworthy. I think those 5 things are huge for me.
Humor, intellect, love for black people, because I love my people. And I just couldn't deal with a black woman who has no love for black people at all. She gotta be fine.
In your eyes, yeah.
No, she gotta be fine. Like she gotta be fine that everybody knows she's fine.
Beauty is an eye of the beholder.
No. Some people you look at and everybody know that that's just a fine person. So it's okay. Don't worry about that. They don't come in the complexion of it. Never mind. Anyway, last but not least, that person.
So that would make a perfect
coming
spouse
for me.
if she was fine.
Man, she gotta be fair. All right. So, the last but not least, she has to be able to be a nurturer, because I feel like, especially in this day and age, people in general just need people to care, and you need a caring person. So she has to be, but she gotta be fine too.
Fine nurturer.
Good luck. He there.
Okay. I'm gonna have to take a couple of his but then at the same time I have to add to it. Because fine is not that category on the list, for me of what you have to have, because I'm going to look at you for who you are and what you bring to the table.
Exactly.
And so from that gives you that extra fineness.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it. But besides that, self-love. You gotta believe in yourself that you can be and shall be, even if it happens or not. But that confidence factor makes a big difference.
No doubt.
So those would be the elements I would add to it. But I'm still on the same page with my brother over here.
Yeah, but your little twist was more relatable. I understand it.
Oh yeah, like that love for black folks. I get it. 'Cause it's kind of hard.
That has nothing to do with it.
You
know what?
Okay. Them two. Okay, my 5 would be that he has to be a protector, number 1. Number 2 is financially stable. But here's the thing: if he is not financially stable, he has not to be a quitter. Like, I do not want to quit it. Like, if we both sitting up here and it's falling apart, like, we both gonna have to go get it and be like, we gonna do something.
Right.
Perfect spouse. My love language is gifts, so I'm gonna always want gifts.
Sugar daddy. Okay.
Nothing. He has to love children, and like you said, love the people.
Yeah.
He gotta have a heart to be like, let's just do something. Like, if it's somebody that we both could be like, man, we should help. Like how you with your spouse and you see something and you be like, you both can catch on and like, we need to do something. Like, hey, go get $25 out the bank and give it to that person. Like, we both gotta, and we have to vibe. Like, we have to vibe. So that's my 5. That's my. You just gotta be cool, like me. Fun.
Yes, Thomas?
Mika.
You're kidding me.
Dang, Mika. And just make sure everybody.
Why you
But just make sure everybody that's tuning in with us, we are gonna go to like 8:15 because we did start late. But if you have a bonus question, we still have one that you can ask anybody on the podcast. So if you got a question, send it in right now so we can get it out there.
What are some of the signs that someone has your best interests?
That is sweet.
They listen to me. If they are listening to me because I have a problem, they have my best interest, right?
I'm listening.
Thank you. I am agreeing with me.
Laughing because we know you and be like.
So yes, if they're listening to me and helping me figure out a situation that I'm struggling in, those are people that I know have my best interest at hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's our true sister.
Oh,
What are some of the signs that someone has your best interests?
I guess showing it.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Just I know that they were listening to me.
Right.
They're showing by their actions.
I think people that's just willing to tell you the truth, and hold you accountable for your flaws, but also push you forward for the things that you do right. Those are always the people that seem like they got your back.
And for me, someone who listens to me. But you know what? Trials and tribulations that let you know who has your best interest. Like, mess with me when you're up, mess with me when I'm down, and you're crazy.
Man, that's the big
and when you're crazy and when you're not crazy, just to know that you potentially know that I'm gonna be greater, and it's just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's not a moment, like, I'm riding with you to the end.
So let me adjust mine. That's big too. You need people that won't quit on you.
Right.
People who are only with you when you're up and riding
Right.
high. Those temporary friends. Those are not people who necessarily have your back. It's easy to love a person when you feel like they have the world
Right.
at their disposal. It's harder to show that love when nobody else is high on that person.
Right.
Will those people stay down? So
Right.
those are the people who tend to have your best interests at
Yeah.
heart. And I guess in the world it's kind of shaky because you'll meet people after you're you're up off the ground, and those people will always tend to ride with you, but they're only up with you because you're up off the ground.
Right.
When you get back to the ground, they're gone.
Right. And that was the thing that I even realized, like, now that I've been through all the stuff that I've been through, like, when I be like, dang, how could you be my friend? I was crazy as hell. Like, just going into repetitive behaviors and doing stuff. I'm like, shout out to my friends that stood by me. Like, we made it together. So that was a good one, Q.
So I get a call. Oh man.
So hey to Eddie Sears.
This has been dope.
Nunu. Oh, Nunu already asked the question, but we can. Robert Foster, if you have a question for us, anybody can come on and ask a question.
This is a Q Bear.
Oh, right, because he have not had a question.
Who?
Q Bear.
Oh yeah.
The question is, will I? Okay.
So you have not had one. That's bogus.
All right. Who's the best cook in your family?
Who's the best cook in my family?
Yeah.
That's in
It would be my mother.
Your mother?
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody, all the ladies in my family can cook. All of them are great at being cooks. But my mom could go into the kitchen and not have a recipe, not a nothing, and just get some pots and pans and some seasoning and make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And right now today, I miss those sweet potato pies.
Mm-hmm.
The kind when it has a little glaze going across the top and the brown around the end and the crust just did what it did.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be my mother.
Oh.
But I still have a lot of amazing cooks in the family. Not just the women know how to cook, but the men know as well.
Oh, it's me? Let's see. For right now, I would say that because my mom and because her age and all her little health things, I think I am the best cook in the family. I kind of took her on. She was the best, but now I'm like the best.
Okay.
Oh. The lover's a good cook,
Oh.
but my mother's right now the best.
Oh.
And I have to, my mother's the best.
I thought you was gonna try and say you on this podcast.
Really?
Really? I thought she was gonna try and say I'm the best cook. I was gonna be like this.
Yeah, we won't put a single lover pop up on here. Really?
Lies.
I'll ask
Who you got?
Thomas.
Thomas, yay! The men got it light tonight. This is some bull crap.
Y'all don't.
Because nobody brought us coats.
Right, we have to bring our own.
Bring our own stuff.
So let's see what this one says. This one says, no.
Well, no, you have to say it.
What's that one?
This one was just one of those, it was a kind of a joking type like question.
Okay.
Put it on the table.
But I don't want to ask this. It's a stupid question.
No, nothing stupid.
All right, it said if you had a choice between having a tail or losing a leg, which one would you choose?
If you had a choice between who?
Having a tail or losing a leg.
Having a tail?
Mm-hmm.
Like
It was a joke question.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's try to pull
Yeah,
one
all
more.
right.
We'll give you one more because I still don't
I ain't
understand
losing
the
no
question.
leg.
Okay, so this one's a good one. I actually like this one, believe it or not. Are there any negatives in your job? Any negativities, any negatives in your job, and if so, what are they?
Oh, shit.
I actually like that question.
I won't say in my job.
We passing.
No, I'm telling you.
I think in my job, the only negative is that we have to work
Good daddy
on
said, good doctor.
getting the community together to do a lot of the changes. I think the biggest negative is getting us to understand our plight as a people. It's kind of crazy. We just finished Juneteenth celebration on the weekend. Juneteenth was yesterday. Not many African Americans celebrated Juneteenth. Haven't really given up to the people who have sacrificed for them.
Yeah.
And you see that in our conditions. Somehow, some way, so many of us think that we made it. So I guess the negative is always having to go up against your own people to convince them of the conditions that they live in.
Okay, mine is similar to his again, and it's pretty much going to be that way. But then just looking at it from a point of knowing that responsibility that the station has as a community. There's some community things that need to take place that a lot of times we should stand in front of, and we don't. That's just my personal opinion. But then at the same time, we do some good things. And so I'm not condemning no one individual because it's a group thing. And everybody that comes to the table, that sits at the table when they walk in the door, has a responsibility. Now, whether they hold that responsibility up to its utmost, that's a whole different conversation. So that would be the answer to that question.
My thing would be the lack of people not knowing the gift.
Yeah.
When you working somewhere and they not knowing that things just don't happen. And then once you start to realize like the importance of a gift that someone gave to you, or the importance of something that's there, your passion about it will be different. You wouldn't handle it any kind of way. So that would be my complaint about it. My workplace would be like not understanding what you really have.
Yeah.
And this, you know, sometimes people play with a lot of things, and then when you lose it, then that's when you understand what you had. But if you know right now that you got a golden nugget, I promise you, you'll treat it differently.
It's kind of like having responsibility, but not knowing what you're responsible
for. Yeah.
Mine would be dealing with grown babies. You come to work, but you really don't want to work. You just want the check. And I get it, but at the same time, you got to earn the check. When I have to deal with grown adults that whine about little stuff that they know they have to do, that annoys me.
Okay. Who is it, my turn?
Mika.
Oh, Mika.
That's why she was in Thomas 2 times.
Please don't let me Thomas. Oh, we still got a little time. Ah, this is some fun. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light. Man, I be the one Let me get this fan.
This is a yes or no, everybody.
No explanation?
No explanation needed.
It's for me.
Okay. Have you ever been attracted to your mate, partner, whatever, relative, or friend? Yes or no?
Yes. And married them.
Mm.
What is in this cup right here? I'm just being honest.
Hey, say that question again.
Look at you, man.
No, because I heard something about relative and something.
Have you ever been attracted to your mate's relative or friend? Found your partner's
So that means somebody that you're involved with, that you care about their
he gonna add
other
all
side.
I said this was yes or no.
And been
You don't have to say no, but that's why I'm. That's why
you're
I'm.
so good.
What?
Okay, no.
No.
You ain't never been with nobody
Let me get it to you like this. Let me get it to you like this.
Oh, God. Your girlfriend, your wife, none of them had pretty girlfriends or pretty sisters.
They could have them, but I don't want them.
Okay, see,
And that's why my answer is no, because one of the things is that's where the problems comes in with relationships. Is you meet somebody and that, I always go back to that thing of believing that the grass is greener on the other side. You jump over there and find out it's just water different.
But let me tell you something, we could argue about this because ain't nobody gonna even look at nobody else if there ain't nothing messed up in your home.
Right.
You ain't gonna even start to be like, oh, he look nice. Or, oh, Thomas, you better be on our side because you would have never looked at another woman if it was your relationship was perfect.
But that wasn't the question. She said it was a friend or a relative. So if it's a friend or a relative, no. And the reason why I would look at a friend or a relative in that way, because that becomes your friend and your family. So how are you supposed to be looking at your family members like that? I got a lot of beautiful girl cousins that I grew up with.
Not your family,
No,
hers.
I understand that.
Okay.
So it's easier to translate that as like your family.
I see, yeah.
So, you know, if I'm dealing with whether it's my ex or it's just some chick I'm just messing with in general, if that's your family, if I'm rocking with you, I rock with you. I don't rock with nobody else like that on that level in your crew. And I would never do that, you know. That's just me though. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, as men, it's like certain guidelines. You know, this is why, you know, as men, you wouldn't want to deal with a woman who would do that. If you're dealing with a woman and she's talking about how fine your friends are, you already know.
Well, she wouldn't tell you that.
Right. No. Right. That's not true. There's plenty of women who would tell you.
Very yes or no. Make it fast to get through. Edie?
Yes.
Okay. Tiffany, your turn.
Good. Edie said yes real quick. Edie, did you marry him?
Yes or no. Nope. It's yes or no.
Look, Edie, did you marry him?
I could say as women, we may have a conversation, but
I think my
Nah, man, you can't do that.
Yeah, but that's when y'all take those group trips. Y'all ain't fooling them.
Oh, why every man always want to talk about God trips?
Because of a
Y'all
man.
need to get together and take some time miss.
Because if a man is
Thomas.
Thomas, your turn. Focus.
Y'all men need to get together and go on men's trips.
We
Y'all
definitely
always, whoever my significant other, he know I'm be traveling at least every 6 months.
Ain't nothing wrong with taking a trip.
You gotta trust that this thing is his and coming back home.
I'm sure with the subject.
Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Thomas,
What's up?
if you can describe each one of the panelists or the podcasters in one word, what will it be and why?
That's a long one.
That is
No, it's not. He could just be like bossy, because you bossy.
Oh, man. That's cool.
That's
cool.
Oh, you just too bossy out there on Mika, really?
Because that's what he always say about her, you know? We still got 10 minutes of
Q, powerful, a leader in the community. Grew up listening to Q on the radio as a young man in the community. Always looked up to him. He's
One
always
word?
positive.
One word.
Oh,
Powerful and why?
I just broke it
Oh,
down.
yeah, but-
That's powerful, so I followed directions.
Hmm.
Tiffany,
One word.
dope. Tiffany is dope. You can tell that Tiffany's been through a lot, but she's also one of those people in our community that gets mischaracterized. She's fun. She likes to have a good time, but she's also caring up under all that.
That is
Mika.
You don't know me well enough just yet. I get it. That's understandable.
Yeah, babe.
Mika,
It's cool.
Mika's cool. You know, I know why we are always bumping heads. Cause we what?
No.
But what?
We don't bump heads. I don't
One
consider
word.
them bumping
What
heads.
word for Mika?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
That could be good or bad. Hey, crazy.
Good crazy, not a crazy. Don't be talking about my friends.
Edie. Great. Awesome.
Aww.
Why? Because Edie you can just tell she's a nice, genuine person.
Oh, thank you, Thomas.
And the two, I mean, you know, I know your dad is watching. Sir, you raised one of your daughters impeccable. You know what I'm saying? She loves the brothers. You know what I'm saying? She's a good sister. And, you know.
They said talk over here now.
When's the next barbecue? Am I here?
You said he said talk over because one person said they can't hear.
Oh, my bad. Edie's nice, great, awesome. Hey, Dad, you raised one good daughter. Love the brothers.
You know he raised two good daughters. We ain't sweating what he's saying. Trying to get it up there.
Tiffany.
Ah. Did you say yes, second man? You said
Yes, that's
You said it out loud. We over here together.
I'm gonna get Mika next. Come on. I got a good question.
Q-Man, you ain't even did it, man, to pick up some crazy stuff.
How do you know you're a true racist?
Oh,
Mm.
wow. What in the world?
Yeah, how do I know that I'm a true racist? Oh, wait, and we discussed this because I don't think that I'm a racist, but I think that I'm becoming more aware of racism, and I can call out different people's what, like white people. I'm gonna just say white people. I know them now, so I think that I'm becoming a racist. Look, I think I'm becoming a racist, but I don't know. I wouldn't say that I'm a racist, but I do. I'm fully aware of things that's going on.
Okay.
I'm with you. I hate watching those movies, like this most recent one, like When They See Us. That shit really works my nerves. It really gets up under my skin. So I try not to watch that kind of stuff, even though I know it's real and it's still happening. Because you're right, it does make you not feel too good about other nationalities
Yeah.
on the inside. So I agree with you 100% on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to go with the ladies on that one.
I would say I'm not racist. I would use an old term. I'm a race man, meaning that I'm proud of my race of people. Racist means systematic control, so I don't have no control over anybody, and especially not anybody Caucasian. But I will say that I'm post-judice, which means I'm judging after the fact. Prejudice means to prejudge. So when you watch things like When They See Us, I think Sister was asking about it. Sister Nunu was asking about that. Yeah, they're still hanging boys down there, and you know that's what makes me post-judice, because I have to be careful when I go places and I know how we're treated.
Right.
So I carry that with me everywhere I go.
You know what? Tara said black people can't be racist, and McQuinn said no, you're not. See, I don't want to get it misconstrued, because other things that I used to just let bypass when you think like, but now I'm paying attention to a lot of things, and it does, and because of the movies that we're watching and bring even more awareness, it's like, you slick, you're doing something that's that privilege stuff, and it bothers the heck out of me. Yeah. Like, you're not gonna like, and for me, I'm speaking on it more so now. So, Nunu said that they're still hanging boys down here. Where Nunu live at?
North Carolina.
Yeah, I think they did.
Just so she don't think I made that up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He said it to me. He said, watch me pick Mika's name. He did.
Oh.
Bring it.
And Mick said that she fight her prejudge daily. Sometimes you can't, girl. They still be doing slick stuff.
Oh, I like this one. What was the last lie you told on your spouse?
What was the last lie I told? Man, I don't really lie, so.
That's a lie.
Did you say the last lie you told your spouse?
The answer to that is
I just called your job and told him that he can't come in to work.
Just say recent and move on. Just say recent and move on.
Yeah, recent. I don't know.
Yeah, because you get too detailed.
I don't have a spouse, so I haven't told her.
What was the last lie you told on the spouse you had the last time? Everybody uses an excuse to
I'd be
not
like,
do.
right. That'd be like lying on him. Be like, girl, if I want to go with nobody, I'd be like, girl, he said, wait, girl, he is tripping. I'm gonna call you back because I don't.
You don't know what's going on.
And because I just don't want to go. I used to use that one all the time. Like, girl, let me call you back. Did you hear him? Oh, he's tripping. So
I don't believe in lying.
So you had a spouse you wouldn't call into work if you wanted to cuddle all day and say,
I would
my
just
wife
cuddle
is
at work
sick.
all day. I would call into work and say I ain't coming in.
No, you wouldn't say my wife is sick. She can't come in
No,
today.
no,
You would do it with the right stuff.
no.
You be
You're not.
calling
No,
me
you're
like,
not
hey,
hearing me.
my
You're not
wife
hearing
not
me.
coming in today.
I would take.
Thomas, my wife ain't coming in today.
No, let me tell you. I would take the time off of work, but when I call my job, I would just let them know I ain't
He
coming
said
in.
your spouse. What lie have you told on your spouse?
Oh, I ain't none.
Okay.
And I'm not married.
Okay.
For the record, my knuckles is too rusty.
All right, y'all. We got like 5 minutes. So who next?
You gotta ask.
All right, so
hold on.
don't
Last time you lied on your spouse.
Like on her spouse.
Yeah. Yesterday. I lied on him yesterday.
I would say about 6 years ago.
You remember?
That was a good old lie she told on him.
Oh, okay.
What she said?
I don't know.
Grand old lie.
I know. I said I don't know. That's not my reason.
Alright, so we got Edie, and then we'll let Amika take us out.
Alright, I'll make this quick. Q Bear.
Yeah.
Alright. 1, 2.
You should have did the last two for Q-Bad.
Alright.
Y'all can throw y'all whole bucket at me. I don't care.
Would you abandon your phone, internet, friends, and for 3 months for a prize of $1 million?
What I do? Who?
Would you abandon your phone, internet, friends for 3 months for $1 million?
That's a vacation.
So that's yes.
I mean, my social media and all that, I could do without that. I'd rather talk to you directly, personally. What was the other one?
You have to give up everything social media wise, and your
You can
family.
have all this social media
And your
stuff.
family, no communication with your family.
For 3 months,
for
you
3
can't
months,
deal with your family, your friends, your internet.
I could deal with that. And you
For
want me to
3
tell you
months.
why? Because within 3 months of me being away from it, and I come back with how much?
$1 million.
And then I'll share that $1 million with you.
What did I tell you?
Yeah.
Tiffany?
Oh, you not answering?
Well, you're next.
Oh,
I asked the question.
I'm not eating candy.
Okay, Thomas.
No, I'll go next though. I would have always said yes to that question until I went on a cruise and I could not call my kids for those 2 days because you're at sea.
Yep.
That was like the worst. I thought of everything that could have happened, the worst things in the world for those days while we was on sea and I couldn't contact my kids. That's before they got all the stuff we got, the technology now. But just think you on sea and I'm like, what if I get back on sea and they say my son got shot? That was the worst. So I'm gonna just be realistic. Like even though I want $1 million so bad, I probably would have an issue with it.
I can't miss what I don't have, so no, I will not take the money. Boom, next.
Friends, social media, and people.
Peace.
I'm telling you.
$1 million. I'll call
Man,
it.
you gotta go through that, like not talking to your
Yeah,
kids.
I gotta talk to my
It's
kids, my husband.
It's called social rehab, and this is a brief moment of time that dad's sacrificing to make sure that you can have some generational love.
Money's not everything. It's not
You
gonna
said
change.
deuces. I almost
Yeah,
went
'cause
crazy.
you have to look at
7
it.
days we was on sea.
You have to look at it from a perspective of, you know, with the social media and all that aspect of it and the lineup of communication. We use that as a way to communicate with each other if we can't communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And that's why there's this big separation between people and how they have respect and don't have respect. You could be on the phone and have a conversation with somebody, and then within that conversation, they'll tell you one thing and you'll interpret it something different. And then all of a sudden when y'all are together, then it's a whole different ball game. No, girl, that wasn't what I meant.
Right. All right, Amika, you got the last
So
one.
give me $1 million. Matter of fact, give me $1 million,
gotta
and I'm
talk to
taking
my
all
kids.
of us. I'm
My
taking all of us
kids.
on a trip.
I know, I just said, like...
You can bring your kids
Like,
too.
usually we'll jump on that, but then it's like, girl, I was went crazy when I was on
Man.
there.
Tiffany.
I need a break anyway.
Amika. Okay.
Oh.
I'm telling you, that's a vacation.
Cute bear. Okay, so look, y'all. This is the last question we're going to ask everybody. Like and share it. If we have one more person have one question because we still got the bonus audience. If you get on here within this time, then we can answer it. If not, go to www.4opinions.com. Like and share the video. What else we got to say? Anything coming up?
Nothing for me.
No, that's not.
We'll be out of here next week. So
Yeah,
y'all
we'll be in Miami.
We'll be in Miami, but we will be doing our podcast from Miami.
Yeah,
Right?
we'll do it. Yeah, we'll go live.
do
We'll
it.
have
Yeah,
some
we'll go
guys.
live.
Yeah, y'all do that.
So that'll be it. We
Let's see
love
what
y'all,
y'all
but
up
this
to
is
in
our
Miami.
last question.
Last
Let me
question.
go.
Who going to Miami?
Them
Let's
three
just
for
get
sure.
the last question out. So this one is we gotta go. So we can't really get into. I'm just gonna say agree or disagree. That's all I need.
Okay.
Agree or
We
disagree.
gotta have a
We
little
don't.
meat on it.
We can't have no meat.
What
Time's
time
at
is it?
hand.
You got to.
It's like 8:15.
Okay.
I want to know, how do you guys feel about Trump's views on deporting illegals?
Oh.
That's going to take way too long.
No, just you're for it
No,
or you're not.
I'll give you a quick version. I think something wrong with Trump.
Me
Period.
too.
Okay, so
So
you're not for it.
whether he makes a right decision or wrong decision or any other decision, what it is I believe that he's been lined up in life to have that lineup that they call privilege, white privilege, and in the process of that, he's never heard all his life the word no. He's
Why
never
did
heard the
everybody
word
keep on saying
no
that
for
about him?
nothing. And so now all of a sudden when his own cabinet tells him, no, we can't do that, he doesn't understand that because he's never been told no.
We should talk about that on the podcast about white privilege.
We can start that out on
I'm
the
not
week after the
on
next
that one.
week. But
I want to know.
Disagree.
Thank you. Thomas, disagree or agree with
Matter
Trump's
of fact,
views?
I want me a Mexican, a Puerto Rican. I mean,
Agree
I
or
want it because they
disagree?
can work real hard
Do I
and build
agree,
me some.
disagree with Trump?
with his views on this.
I said, build me some.
Oh, well, I disagree.
I mean, not on the move, man. I shouldn't
how
say
can
like
you,
that, but they hard working.
How can you deport the people that this country once belonged to? The white man is the one who created borders.
Okay. Edie, agree, disagree. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, that kind of wraps it up then.
And so, can we start when y'all come back from vacation back with this Trump thing? Because there's so much to this Trump to where it's like you really look at it, he can actually win again.
Right.
But then there's so many other people that have said, I didn't vote for him. Somebody's doing some
voting.
This
man raised $24 million in 24 hours. So that money
and it's not just because, like I said, nobody's never said no to him. His father gave him this, that, and the other. So he believed he's supposed to have anything and everything that he puts on the table. And his choice, I'm telling you.
You're taking it to the next level.
And that's what I'm saying. There's more to it than that.
Well,
so we love y'all.
Question.
So we love y'all. And what we found out about Q-Bear today, that he been to a swinger party.
Nasty.
And I'm telling
They
y'all.
say he was a DJ and nothing happened.
No, I'm telling you. There's been places I've been and DJed where
He said a swinger party.
No, but listen, what I'm going to tell you is that swinging party is nothing compared to some of the other places. Okay. And what I'm saying to you
Everybody know Q-Bear's nasty.
So what I'm saying to you
Nasty.
is I've left equipment at people's houses for private parties and told them how to work everything because I had to leave because if certain people showed up, I had nothing to do with that. And I've seen some stuff with people that I know that won't talk to me today because they think that I'm going to tell somebody what happened. Hey, everybody make their money the way they make their money.
We're going to stop this camera so we can get
I'm
the details.
We love y'all. Make sure you inbox us.
I'm just telling you.
You're
If you did it, you did it.
You're going to tell us now.
Yeah.